Alright, hello. Um, this is the first and ideally a couple, I don't know how many, devlogs I'll be doing for what I have currently dubbed a sword game because creative I am not. So, this is currently what we're working with. A lot of the code, such as the SMG code you just saw, was left over from older projects I've worked on because I figured if I've programmed something once, why do it again? Also a bit out of practice. So what I've currently got is a 20 by 20, 40, 40 by 40 block main character who you have full WASD movement with. You can jump. The floor is tagged as the floor, so whenever you hit it, you can keep jumping. I've set it up so that the sword is always visible, even through objects, because there is a second camera that only sees objects on the view model layer, and then the main camera only sees objects on, where did I put it? On the culling mask. On everything on but the view model. And then view model camera's in its stack. So that results in no clipping. This red circle right here is the current detection radius. So essentially what it does is whenever you get close enough to an enemy, they're programmed to this is tagged danger zone, and the enemies are programmed when they interact with anything that has the danger zone tag. They activate. As you can see, I put a placeholder sound in so that the player knows that they're activated, and they are very simply just going to chase you around and try to score a hit. When you do get hit, you see your health decreases, and if your health gets to 0, oh, well, that's interesting. So if your health gets to 0, as I will demonstrate here, let's set to, and it deletes the player and creates a prefab I made that is a giant box. I don't know why this got pulled out. That might have been a bad idea. Okay. Creates a giant box that has all of this in it. So you can either quit, which doesn't do anything, or you can hit retry, which just loads the current, reloads the current scene. Current issues are it only loads that if you're actually at 0, and as you can see in that clip there, I got hit by both the enemies, which set my health to -1. Bypassing the death, I'll have to fix that to be if you're equal to or under. Actually, we could try that right now. I hate how the newer version of Visual Studio does that. I preferred the one that I used a few years ago. As you can see, there's a lot of leftover code here. I don't really plan on deleting it because I might need it at some point. That work. As you can see, it creates the game over object, which is a prefab that it's looking for, or that is marked down as an object in the script. And it makes your cursor active because the first time I did this, it wouldn't show your cursor. This code was shamelessly stolen. But they say one of the biggest skills you can have as a game developer is knowing how to use Google. So, at very least, AI-free script, which is what's most important. I shouldn't get hit by both of them at the same time. You know, I can only assume. Is that there before? That's not supposed to be there. I'll fix that later. Another problem. Once you get destroyed, especially since these guys are set to active, they're continuously trying to look for the player, but since they can't find the player, this happens. I don't know if it's going to be an issue. I haven't built this yet, so I don't know if it's going to be a lag issue outside of the editor here. I don't think this will show up or have any kind of effect, obviously. So I think we'll be fine there. It's just something to point out. Another known issue is that these enemies are stupid. And what I mean by that is that they will try to come at you. But if you get behind a wall, they don't know how to go around the wall. As you can see, to demonstrate that this was live. So they kind of just get stuck here in perpetuity, trying to get around. I am not sure what the solution is yet. It sucks that I'm the only person on this project. It would be nice to have some support, programmer or otherwise. But as it stands, it is just me, because Aiden is not interested. So yeah, other than that, though, there's really nothing to speak of in terms of big issues. Because of the way the lighting has been set up, the sword is almost always dark. Now, this is kind of annoying right now. Speaking of the sword, there is no way to attack yet, but I figure since I'm going to, the sword texture and model ideally gets updated at some point in the future. The sword is just something I threw together for a previous project. I actually tried this before, and that's where it came from. And the model is pretty generic. This is also the Siege box art, by the way, for the floor. But ideally, I create something a little more sophisticated, or I find a friend to create something more sophisticated. But yeah, I just wanted to share how the progress was going. I will make another one of these maybe in a few days or a week or so once I've made significant progress from where we stand now. Toodaloo.